skill.
Yes, I have even done a master's in computer information systems, and I knew
qualifications.
Yes. So then I said, no, now marketing is coming up, so I need to also understand what it's all about. And okay, yes, I had the background. I had in my bachelor's, I did marketing as well. So I needed to grow. So that's when I enrolled for Chartered Postgraduate Diploma in Marketing with the Chartered Institute of Marketing in UK, and then so that I could grow in that area. And then at that point, I knew I'm now going to spend a lot of my time in mainstream marketing.
Why?
So, I mean, I think it was, I ended there by accident, I would say, but it became fun.
Okay.
So then but of course.
Was it good money?
Yes, it was good money, that's true. Actually, for me to cross to marketing, and I was paid handsomely, so yes, it was good. Then I started looking at my future also after marketing.
Yes.
To when I leave this mainstream marketing, then thinking of merging my IT skills with my marketing skills to do something around artificial intelligence used in marketing. So, I just spoke with someone yesterday. Actually, I met a guy, a friend of my wife. We gave him a lift yesterday. He's doing a course. Something to do with big data in the university on Lugogo bypass. And then I thought to myself, it's a four months course and affordable to me. So I'm like, okay. So I think I need to check that out.
Yeah.
And then it prepares me for my next life to, get deeper in AI in the marketing field. So it's always thinking about that. There are many ways you can read about it by yourself and teach yourself. You can enroll for a course, or you can get mentored by someone. So it's not always, what works for me is normally going for a course and getting it done. But for some people, it's getting mentored in that field, or it's just reading and trying it by yourself. So don't get locked to my way, but you need to prepare, you need to acquire some skills, you need to acquire some knowledge in that line. So it helps you to, when the time comes, then you're ready for it.
Okay, so, are you missing?
Yes, I am.
Okay, so this is when you tell us what those two lies are and that one truth is about you, or two truths and one lie.
Okay, I think I'll go with two truths and one lie. Yeah?
Yes.
They say the route to a man's stomach is through food. Is that what they say? Oh, no, the route to a man's heart is through his stomach. So I'll start with food. What food do you think I like most?
We're not taking that. You have to give us a rhetoric. We have to guess. You can give us maybe a food you think you like or hate.
Okay, a food you think, I think rice and beans.
No. You are supposed, you're supposed to tell us two lies about Roger and one truth.
Yes.
Or two truths and one lie. So it's a sentence. It has to be a sentence. It can't be a question.
Okay.
Yeah. So tell us three things and you choose which
one is a lie and which one is a... Okay. Rogers loves to eat rice and beans.
Eating is important.
Yes, it is. Rogers loves hip hop. What makes me cry is being happy. Happiness makes me cry.
When he is happy, okay. So our admin is going to share these on the page. There you have it, our two lies and two... Oh, you've removed it?
Yeah? Yes, I have.
Our two lies and two truth and one truth. You're going to choose members go on our page and let us know whether you're going to find a poll there. Our admin is putting it up. Does Roger, 1, love to eat rice and beans? 2, love hip hop? 3, does he cry when he's happy? And we would like to see what our listeners think. So as we're answering these questions, Rogers, this is a time when we usually let in speakers or let in people that have questions. If you have a question, please let us know by requesting to speak, and we'll let you speak. I'd love to hear what people have to say about this. But as we go into that session, Roger, first of all, the name Collinge. Where is that from?
That's my dad's friend's name. He was German and he was called Collinge, so he named me in honor of his friend. Yeah, the name belonged to my dad's friend, very good friend, so he named me in honor of his friend.
Ah, okay, excellent. So on the issue of success, we've seen, now let's go to the issue of ethics and leadership and success. We have many people like you in this economy, we have many people like you in the African continent. What would you say is failing us as a continent? Would like to hear from someone who, you've talked about the importance of values, you've talked about the importance of family, for instance, you've talked about all these things, and you look like a ground person, and there's probably 1,000 people like you in Africa. What is the problem? Why do we have hospitals that don't work, systems that are not effective, money disappears? What is this new one? Iron sheets, fly to places where we did not want them to go to. What is the problem?
For me, I think it's us, the society. We worship thieves.
Wow, enunciate.
Yeah. So every person has to, we all like to be praised and to be, so you have to, people struggle to be that. And to be that, then you have to pinch here and pinch there.
Because
you are
society
likes thieves.
People are aspiring to be thieves.
They don't look at it that way. They don't look at it like they're aspiring to be thieves. They look at it like they are trying to be liked by the society.
I don't understand. Like, would someone want to be a thief to be liked by society?
The thing is, they don't look at themselves as thieves. They block their mind to that thing that I am a thief. They forget the little thing that their parent told them: when you take someone's thing without permission, you have stolen it.
Yeah.
They just shut their mind to that.
Do you think language is to blame? Because we've changed those words. We no longer say thief. We say
true.
Embezzled. What is this thing?
Misappropriated. Diverted. You divert roads as well. So
transition.
So it's and then selfishness on the individual's part as well. So when society, when I was young, I remember I was renting a house somewhere in Namugogo side, and my neighbor was a businessman, so he was happy that he was living next to a corporate man.
Yeah.
So he woke up one morning and he greeted me, neighbor, mukaga munange, watugera kochi. So meaning literally he was calling me his friend, this rich guy.
Yeah.
And so if you love those praises, you will try and steal to meet exactly.
Oh.
I was a broke chap that didn't have much, but because he wanted to be my friend, because I spoke English, my friends were, so he needed to associate. He was, by all means, he was way beyond my league. He was a rich man.
Yeah.
Now, if I wanted to be his friend, I would have to match that, and yeah. So luckily we went separate ways. Yeah, but what I'm trying to say is, I mean, you are an MP in an area. People know you earn maybe give or take like 30 million shillings, but everyone brings their child to your home for school fees. Yes, exactly. You have loans. People bring their child to you for school fees. Someone dies, you have to provide the transport. Wedding. Someone is sick, wedding, building a new church, building a new mosque. So at the end of the day, you're so stretched, and you cannot tell them, you cannot accept that you're stretched.
So they oversell themselves.
Yeah, you oversell yourself, and then yet, in actual sense, as a human being, you don't need much to be happy.
But how would you have them do it then? Because they're in a position where they need to help. How would you help without stealing?
You do what you can. I mean, within your means, you can still help. Then two, rally your colleagues to join the cause. There are rich people who live silently. You can tap on them, explain to them again the value proposition, tell them why we need to help our poor neighbors.
So even when you have arrived, you still need to sell.
Yeah, you need to. Selling happens even to your wife, to your children. When you're not going to take them out this weekend, you have to sell to them that, you know what, school fees is coming, so daddy needs to prepare. This weekend we are not going out. You have to sell to them so they buy it and believe. Or you take them out once a week. Then if they decide, there was a public holiday, I think it was Jana and Luum Day. So my wife comes up, we normally take our kids out once a week. So my wife comes up with an idea that she wants to take them out on Thursday. So she had to sell to them that they will miss their Saturday treat because they have to go out on Thursday. Yeah. So it's not like they own the money. It's not like they have anything to do, but it's about valuing the stakeholders and explaining to them and managing the expectations. So when you are in a powerful position, you don't have to break yourself because everyone thinks you have to be everything.
Yes. Yeah.
I mean, let people know that you also cry, that you also break down, that you also run broke.
Authentic.
Just be authentic.
Be authentic.
Yeah.
Do you think that in that way, maybe it's also caused the authentic leaders to stay away because they see the precedent that has been set by the by these other people that are ready to do anything, to kill anyone, to meet the populace's demands, and they think, no, this is a tough call. Because I've been told by some people, when I encourage them to stand, they're like, no, I don't have kilos of sugar to give to the population. So how do you then see somebody with ethics managing a population like that wants sugar and actually getting the votes?
So
you're a journalist in a way, and you understand the power of words.
It's unfortunate that yes, in today's society, people will give you the vote in exchange for something. And then the flip side is, there's the saying that bad leaders happen when good people stay away.
Yeah.
So we can't shy away. If you think you are ethical, you meet the criteria, just throw yourself there and be the change you want to see. You can't stay away and still expect things to change. You go this year, I go next year, another person goes the other year, and slowly by slowly we start to get the pool of leaders that are going to the critical So it's going to take time, but we need to get on that road. And two, yes, it's quite expensive to fund your elections these days, but I believe you can rally. Again, I go back to your value proposition. If you're standing for something, there are organizations that believe in the things you stand for.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Yeah, so go to those organizations and let them fund your efforts, so that at the end of the day, you're not selling your house to go and stand as an MP. Then tomorrow you have to steal iron sheets to go and build yourself another house because you gave yours away anyway. So it's one of those things.
Wow. So another thing that I think has killed us has been that the politics has become an expensive game. It's also become an extravagant game that only the wasteful, the careless, those who don't have, who haven't earned their money have to spend. So it's also becoming difficult for somebody who genuinely wants to lead or contribute to actually present themselves for leadership. But I always tell people that, as you said something very interesting. You said bad leaders get into office bad leaders get into office by good leaders either not standing or not voting. Now, we have this parish development model, and we're going to wake up, and in your village where there are all these educated people and probably ethical people, we're going to probably get some LC3 that you've probably never met and never voted for to be the one managing the PDM. What would you say to the leaders of today? Should we just get into these spaces? I've met young people who don't even want to hear about LC1. They think that's a small thing, but you cannot buy land on that village unless the LC1 witnesses. So the LC1 is also a very powerful person. I think that long ago, when one of the ways in which leaders managed success was by then, once you have arrived, you have the money, you have the power, then they would put themselves in positions of accountability to the public by standing for office. You'd find someone like Honorable Bidandi Sali saying, now I want to be your MP, when he's already wealthy, you know, he wants to give back. But now we have, you know, job seekers wanting to
go there just to
don't you think it's high time that the educated people who feel they're better than these LC1 positions went back to LC1? Because when you sit in that office and you hear the problems of your people, I think it also trains you. What would you say about when you've arrived, finding ways to also keep yourself accountable so that it's not too lofty a journey for you?
Okay. Yes, I agree. The young people need to take up leadership. They need to start somewhere. I know you're just fresh out of school. Maybe you might not be voted as the MP of your village, but you can't be voted as an LC1 at a certain place and deliver at that point where you are. Just make sure you're delivering for your stakeholders. You're delivering for in marketing we call them consumers, or you're delivering value for them. If you're the LC1 chairman of my village where I stay, I mean, things like security issues, things like coordinating with sub-county, you know, make us know that you're working and do some work. Trust me, when that time comes and you're trying to stand for bigger offices and you don't have that much money, Ugandans have also become smart. They will eat the money of the rich guy and vote for the person who has worked. The challenge comes in when you don't have the money.
They did that in this last parliament.
Yes. I know. There is this MP of Nakawa division who used to be the LC3, and Nakawa division is where my parents live, so it's like home for us. So I know everything that happens there. I'm on security groups of there, but I now live elsewhere. So you found that the guy, everyone knew him, and people knew how he had fixed our roads, how he had fixed security, and when he came to stand for MP, people rallied behind him. And even there were other rich guys, but he came out top. So the thing is, when you're young, people have never tried your hand in leadership, and you don't have the financial muscle, then you are disadvantaged. So I would tell them, let them start early. Start from down, people will notice. Like I said, work hard, put in the hours, it will work hard, put in the hours, people will notice you and you will get rewarded.
Okay. Thank you, Rogers. So far the
people think I'm lying.
The poll is showing that people think happiness makes you cry, 67%. Oh my goodness. And then they also think 33% think you love rice and beans. You over talked about food. I'm not sure about beans, having been in boarding school. And 0% think you love hip hop. I don't know what people think you love musically. This is a very interesting poll. Keep voting. Does Rogers love rice and beans? Does he love hip hop music? Does happiness make him cry? Ladies and gentlemen, we are now getting to a point where you can ask questions. If you have questions to ask, you can post them in the group, but in the chat on Twitter, but would like to hear some voices, questions. I also want to recognize Mr. Chacha Odera from Kenya. Good to see you, Kanso. I see Solomon. I also see Miriam Wambete. There's someone called Pedson Mumbere, who's a journalist. Nice to see you, Pedson. There's Isaac Tegule. Nice to see you. We have somebody called Patience Aikoru. Yes, we need to hear from you. Anybody out there that has a question, please click the mic.
Repeat.
Oh, I wanted to repeat and say that I was recognizing some people that are online. I see Chacha Odera, I see Patience Aikoru, I see Isaac Tegule, and some other people that are around, and we welcome you. There's Insurance Babe. I don't know who that is. Somebody's branding themselves as Insurance Babe. And we also want to recognize Smart24, our partner in this today. Remember to check our website and the Smart24 website for the recording if you're unable to be here with us, or just check us out, because at this time you might be in office and you're too busy to use the television. So Rogers, as we wind up, listeners, if you have a question, this is now, it's now or forever hold your silence. If you have a comment, today we're talking about managing success. But it would be nice to hear some voices. Let me see. Rogers, some of your friends might be on here. Do you want to pick on anyone?
Yes, I've worked with Isaac closely for close to 10 years, so wow. Maybe he can say something. Isaac Tegule.
Admin, give Isaac Tegule some rights.
Yes, I am.
Isaac, please feel free to speak. Just click on your mic and we'll give you speaker rights.